Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door or Doorshutter, coming back to you with episode 18 of the Direwolf20 1.20 mod pack. And today, we're actually going to be getting into pedestals just a little bit more. We talked about this at the very end of last episode, where we were thinking about getting some material generators. These are going to help us significantly. Of course, if we look through here, you can see there's a ton of different resources that this will allow for us to generate. And yeah, I think the biggest ones we really want to look at, especially if we're going to use solar panels a little bit more, is the clay one, which requires a brick block. Bricks, I guess, in this case. I couldn't remember if it was actually called brick or bricks. I thought it used to be called brick. Oh well. Anyway, we're actually going to need a pedestal. I got 7 of those. Actually, let's get one thing straight real quick before I forget. So it is just a clay block. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a clay ball. All right, so we do need the one tool here, not this one. The upgrade tool. Yeah, that thing right there. Perfect. And a gold ingot to get this. And then we should be able to just craft this up. I don't have any more water buckets in here. I do have a few lava buckets, so I'll have to grab a little bit more. But we're actually just going to place this right here. We'll go for the corner. So put the brick down, put the pedestal down. One thing I wanted to look at, can we upgrade this? We actually can upgrade this. Okay, let's do that. Do I have any obsidian, though? That's the other thing. I do. Okay, so we just need 4 pieces of obsidian and 4 diamond blocks. And let me get this upgraded, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're going to offhand this. We're then going to right-click, and this should start generating clay. Not clay balls. What are you doing? Okay, do we have a Silk Touch book? Pickaxe. Actually, let's go for a shovel. I'm kind of thinking we could use a shovel. We just need to get Silk Touch on it. What is Silk Touch with the enchanter here? That is Slime Ball, 15 Lapis, and a Book and Quill. So Slime Ball. Book and Quill. I don't actually think I have another feather. So I might have to go find a feather. Let me be right back. Alright, so let's give this a shot here. I've got a Silk Touch shovel. We're going to put that in here. We're going to clear this out. Okay, so that does work. That did give us this as a pretty decent thing. So Silk Touch shovel. I don't think it really matters which tool you put in there, but oh well. Okay, so we now need to get a drawer. Functional storage. Can I do a puller upgrade? We're going to try that. We're going to try a puller upgrade here to see if this will give us what we want. So puller upgrade. And then we're going to want a normal drawer here. Oop, what is happening? There it goes. All right, so oak drawer, put that down here. And we're going to put a puller upgrade. How do we specifically... There we go. So just right-click on the in inventory. So pull... There we go. Perfect, that works. So you can see that we are... Man, that is actually pretty decently quick. So one of the things I want to try, actually, is this drawer instead. Because I need the clay balls as well. So can we convert using that? We'll give it a shot here. So simple compacting drawer. Okay, so let's get rid of this. So this, we'll want to take that puller upgrade out. Put that here. Is that not going to be able to? There it goes. Okay, so I just need to set it. All right, that's fine. Yeah, because it's technically this is the item you put in, and not this one. So it's just kind of weird. But oh well. Anyway, that works. Can we link it to this drawer? No, we're too far away. Well, we might need to reconsider where we put this then. We may need to do that. It's also full, by the way. Yeah, so let's just put a room behind, I think, or to the side or something of this, and we'll go from there. Be right back. All right, so I've just created a sub-basement to a basement, which is just under the drawer system. That way we can just put all of our pedestal stuff down here, because we'll be doing quite a bit with this here, in this episode at least. I also want to mention that this actually can be placed on any side of the block, as you can see here. So technically you could put a pedestal here, 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 on the bottom, you know, that side, that side. You could put as many pedestals as this block will fit, and it'll produce the exact same resource, just so you guys are aware of that. Just something I wanted to quickly point out. But we're going to just keep it on this front side. You know, might as well. Let's get our shovel placed down before we do anything else. Place this down, and we're going to do this. I don't know... let me think. I don't want to put a void upgrade on this. I mean, I guess I could, but it would continuously run. Let's try one thing. So this is something that I've done in FTB Skies here. I want to make sure that we don't continuously have this thing run because, of course, performance issues might occur. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to take out too much performance, but you know, we're going to have quite a few of these. So let's do this. So let's grab a functional storage upgrade because I want to grab a copper upgrade here. And we're going to throw that in here. So this should give us a pretty decent 36,000. Okay. So we're going to go back towards this wall. Put an inventory checker here. If we can get it placed properly. Just look right there. There we go. We're going to look for clay balls. And we're going to put that in that slot there. And we're going to say 25,000. Okay. And we will then do redstone. Do we have that mod? Redstone pin? It doesn't look like we do. Okay. Do we have redstone conduit? We do actually have redstone conduit, but we need to get red alloy, silicon, and redstone. Silicon and redstone. So we actually have some silicon. Redstone, we do have. Let me make up some of this alloy real quick. Get these. We also do need the conduit binder, which is just this recipe here. We need sand. Do I not have any? I mean, I know I've been smelting sand left and right. Okay, so I don't have too much sand, but that should be enough to get us started here. And then each one of these smelts down into 2. All right, that's fantastic. Let me get this done, get the alloy, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're making up one set of these. That should give us 8. We don't really need too much of this, so not really too worried. Let's go downstairs here. I had to remember where in the world I need to go, which is down here. So we should be able to connect this. Okay, you can see it's actually active. And we should be able to put it there. And then here, we're just going to insert that signal. And this should prevent this from running whenever we have 25,000. Green channel. Looks like that's all we can really do. We could actually grab a redstone lamp and place that here. See if we can do something like this. Kind of an indicator of what's running. Or what should not be running in this case. Okay. So we're getting there. It is climbing quite a lot here. So once we hit that 25,000, we should be able to see it just kind of cease operation. Okay, so I just sped these things up to get them to go faster, but yeah, this actually is working. So we have 25,000 in here, and the redstone lamp's on, which means that this is seized. It's not picking up any more items, which is awesome. So basically, if you wanted to, you could put a lever here, toggle it on and off if you really wanted to, and just have a void upgrade here. But this is going to be to the point of, hey, we don't want this stuff running, because we want to make sure we're not killing performance. Okay, we don't need the redstone lamp, but it's honestly a good indicator. if I need to come down here and check, hey, why is this not making anything? And if it's on and it's lower than that, then I can be like, oh, something's wrong. So that's a very good option. All right. So we want to do this for quite a few other materials here as well. Let's see. So which ones did I really want to look at here? We actually have this bookmarked over here. So, of course, sand. Immediately sand. So we need chiseled sandstone for that one. Andesite, might as well. Polished andesite's what we need for that. Snow, not really concerned. Tuff, not really concerned. Skulk, not concerned about that one either. Calcite, deep slate, podzol, brown mushroom blocks. That might actually be interesting. Maybe automate like mushroom stew or something. Pretty decent food source. I don't know if we could do that. Or we could actually use pedestals to make biofuel. Some options. Options on that one. Okay. Sooner or later, of course, this one, because we want that to, be able to just generate obsidian. We don't really need this one unless we were to get nether brick itself, or just nether bricks. Nether bricks, whatever. Stone, we'd need a silk touch pickaxe for. We could just do cobblestone generation. Endstone, gravel, that might not be a bad option. Just kind of have it there. Soul soil to get soul sand. There's also, of course, red mushrooms. Granite, let's grab it. Might as well. Let's see. I don't think I really need this. I don't need mud. Diorite, let's just grab it. Actually, I'm pretty sure we could automate quartz with diorite in this version, but we'll have to check that one to make sure. Grass blocks with moss block. Let's go for that one as well. Okay, so there's a handful of them. I think that's basically all we want for right now. But I want to check. Can we automate quartz with diorite? I can't remember. There's a 25% chance. So kind of. Kind of. Okay. I mean, honestly, I'd be okay with taking that chance. It really wouldn't be the worst idea. Yeah, because I don't see anything else that this really can be used for. So maybe we'll do that. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to get the rest of these created. We're going to take a little while to do that. So, yeah, this will be fun. This is basically going to be like our ability to just get all of these basic resources, and maybe we'll make a stoneworks with them, converting sand into glass, but we'll probably have like a separate one, because sand is useful no matter what. Also, I forgot to do this. So that should link, and everything down here should be just in range of this guy. So that should be perfect as well. Let's also just slap a void upgrade in here as well. I think we have enough obsidian to do that. Yeah, let me get that done. Let me get the rest of these created, and we'll be right back shortly. You know what? Quickly, I wanted to try something. So with this sand one, we're actually going to try making this auto smelting one. Let's see. So I know there's an auto smelt enchant from Cyclic, but I don't have that. We'd have to trade it from a villager or find it or enchant something. There's no way to find it. It's not obtainable that way. So let's look at iron furnaces. Let's quickly grab an iron furnace, upgrade this to at least gold, maybe diamond. Yeah, let's go diamond. Okay, and let's see if we can do this. So clear this, auto input from the bottom, and then auto output from the top. And then we'll go over and quickly grab a wireless heat receiver. Looks like we'll need to grab a comparator. And then this should basically take care of power. We just need to go connect it. So let's do that real fast, because I didn't do this on camera before. So, run over here, I think. And we have a little hole that we should be able to click into. Drop that in there. It's bound. Perfect. And then let's go back over here real fast. And we will go down to our sub-basement. And we should just be able to plop that in there. And then we also could look at getting a speed augment, or an augment of speed. Throw that in there as well. And this will increase the speed at which it operates. And then what we want to do next is probably just grab a drawer, put that on top. It'll start outputting. And the way we're going to do this one, I mean, I guess we really could have put this somewhere else, the furnace itself somewhere else. You know what? Let's try that. Let's try and make this as compatible and like regular looking as possible. So entangled block, or we could do a modular router. I mean, either or. It doesn't really matter in this case, I guess. But let's just do it, since we have an entangled block sitting around, let's just do it this way. So let's go diamond furnace, entangled block. Let's see if we can do it this way. I don't even know if we could automatically input from this, but we'll see. Okay, we can. Perfect. So then we should... Oh, how are we going to send an item, though? We may need to incorporate modular routers here in a second. So let's do that. And then change the settings back, input, output. And then let's just do modular routers, since that's one of our guaranteed ways of doing this. So we have a polar module, sender module. This will work. These are the ones I demonstrated with, so let's just clear those. And the episode we messed with this. So a polar module, we're going to pull from here. And we're going to send to... Let's pull this up. I need to get an axe. I really do. I still haven't made one. Okay. We're going to send to this drawer. Perfect. And then we're just going to put this in here. And then do that. And that should hopefully work. We'll just watch it real quick. Yeah, that's working. Okay. So that's a very quick and simple version of this. And then, of course, we're going to want to get an inventory checker. This thing right here. Which I love how inexpensive these things are, by the way. And they help performance so much because you're not having everything just run in the background. It's fantastic. We need a chest. Just a normal couple chests. I went ahead and made like 3,000 planks, by the way, so we don't run out of them. So inventory checker. And there's no other mod that I've seen that actually adds an inventory checker like this. And RF Tools is just, you know, it's such a must-have in my opinion for a lot of packs that have like heavy automation, just because you can do simple stuff like this. Also, we're not putting these next to each other just because I'm wanting to make sure that there's no redstone pushover that causes issues. I know I've done that in the past, so we're gonna try and avoid that this time. So just so you guys are aware, totally could put this together, but we're not going to. Okay. And also, if you did, you could separate the channels. There is tons and tons of different channels you can throw in here, but for right now, we're fine. All right, so that, and then redstone lamp. And we're going to just do insert. And then for this drawer, we're going to put glass in there. And we want to say we want 15,000, which is, of course, going to require a functional storage upgrade, just because we don't have 16,000 capacity right away. And yeah, that is fantastic. So I just quickly wanted to do this. I don't know 100% why I went for glass first, but glass is going to be extremely useful before sand really ever will be. But, you know. Alright, so it looks like everything's functioning. You don't ever really need to fill in this slot when you're messing with these, unless you're, for example, saying, hey, I need 5,000 clay blocks and not clay balls. In this case, you would then put slot 1 here. But this thing's usually smart enough to detect which one you're talking about. But, you know, with drawers that have 2 slots, that would actually be considered slot 1 in this case. And this would be considered slot 0. But slot 0 will just clear it, so just so you guys are aware. All right. And also, if we wanted to make this faster, all we really need to do is get the iron furnace to a higher tier. So, for example, we could go there, and then we could do an obsidian one. And this would, of course, use more power. So we have enough power to not really worry about it. But, you know, just wanted to make you aware. All right. And I'll be right back. All right, so after a little bit, we've got a decent chunk of these of the actual materials. I haven't done all of them, and that's mostly because I just really don't have too much time to do this, and getting this set up is taking a little bit of time. So we still need the sand, the gravel, the diorite, and granite. I'm not really too concerned about all four of these, so these are kind of like the least chop and block ones, and everything else is pretty decent on that. Also, I've kind of decorated this just to make it not look so crappy. It's never going to look the greatest. I'm not going to do too much decoration. I'm not great at it, especially underground. But I think this looks decent. I might raise that roof one because I think I can. And I guess I can't. I'm right under it, so never mind. Maybe I could drop it down or something later down the line, as long as it's in range of that storage controller here. It would be perfectly fine to do so. But yeah, so we've got all of that figured out here. I've taken out some of our drawers. We're gonna have to move, of course, the diorite, the granite downstairs, and the gravel, just because those will be, used. One of the things I want to look at real quick is a disk manipulator, I think is what it's called. Is that refined storages? That is refined storages. Applied, what is it called? Cell manipulator? Work table? No. Let me find this. Oh, wait, hold on. Is it IO? Is it this thing? I think it might be this, actually. IO port allows you to rapidly fill or empty storage cells. Yes, it's this thing. MEIO port. Let's grab one of these. So we need 2 ME drives, an MEIO port, and this will actually give us a little bit of fancy features here, because what we can do is we can take out our cells that are empty, take out our one that is full, and everything that is in a drawer should be pushed out of this. Looks like we're actually not pushing anything out, so hold on. Let's grab some acceleration, just so we know that we're not wasting too much time here on this. So let's grab a couple acceleration cards. There we go. Toss them in here, so we only can fit 3 in there, which is fine. And we could take out this. And then this way, yeah, it looks like we've actually pushed everything out we need to, which is good. So this would be just in case you didn't have a drawer of a specific item at the beginning and then you created one. This would be a very, very good way to immediately empty out that drawer, or out the actual drive into a drawer. Okay, so you don't have to manually do it. It's very fantastic. Okay, so we don't have any of those items in our system, which is a good thing, and we've guaranteed that. I like that. All right, I want to not throw this in here. Building gadget. I don't want to throw my exchanger in there. I was kind of trying to throw it in here. Looks like I already have a nature's compass in my backpack. I just missed it and made a new one. Oh well, I went and grabbed moss. That was why. Also, if you didn't know, you can camouflage your elevators. Okay. I also did not mention that I have upgraded the solar panels in this builder over here. I've changed them to a tier 7, which is actually more than enough power this time to actually run this. This is currently stopped. But I've increased this range to -500, -500. This is the, up and down direction, I'm pretty sure. So we could actually do significantly more, I'm pretty sure. And then throw it in here and then just click start. And this will start excavating those chunks. We're probably going to move this sooner or later, but you can see that this has done a massive amount of area. It doesn't look actually like it's doing too much. Hold on. Is the offsets wrong? Okay, hold on. We can just do this. So let's do first corner. We can just fly off in this direction. And wait, why is there a skeleton horse in this dimension? Why is there a mob in this dimension in general? I didn't even think about that. We're in the mining dimension. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even process that. All right, so let's get this in here. Let's start this up. Honestly, just easier to go find a new hole probably to do this in, but you can see we're starting over there, and this will slowly work its way over here. I don't think that offset worked like I thought it should, But, you know, whatever. It's working now. We have 1,592 redstone in here, 1,692 iron, 697 gold, 231 diamonds is fantastic. So we're getting resources, right? This is, of course, not going to be the final resource gathering. I do want to look at doing like a mining machine from Create, because I always think those are cool. I know Direwolf20 was recently working on a thing like that. Actually, don't we have Railcraft Reborn in here? Railcraft Reborn, because they actually have the boar heads in here, and I kind of want to look at those. We do need steel, so once we get into mechanism or Railcraft's chamber here, where is it at? What is it called? Furnace smelting from Railcraft Reborn, or is that what it's just called? Blast furnace. So the blast furnace. Why did I say blast smelting something? I don't know what I just said. But yeah, this in here should give us steel. Where is the iron? Where's the ingot, though? Right there. So 1 to 1 gives us the mechanism steel, and that'll be cool. So we probably look at that method instead of mechanisms, just because it'd be pretty nifty. But with that, we're going to wrap this one up here. This has been a fun episode. We've got tons of basic resources automated pretty quickly with pedestals. We've used the inventory checker to make sure we're not overflowing anything, and of course not allowing those pedestals to run indefinitely, causing major lag spikes in the future, which I don't know if they will. You know, I don't actually know 100% if they would cause those, but if we were to run more in the future, we may run into that issue. So thank you, stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!